Hi, I'm Simon O'Candles and I run the Notorious Tourana, Notorious 2.0 now in Outlaw 275 in the Kenda Radial 660.
This is Radial Racing Kenda style. Another Kenda 660 bump in with Diggs and an interview. You just can't get one. Not with Simon O'Carroll. It's hard to do. One of our great sponsors for many years, but it's not only a guy that sponsors, he also races. Simon, what is it that brought you into Kenda and why you could never leave?
I reckon it's the greatest radial racing. I reckon it's the greatest form of drag racing. It's a challenge. Try not to wheel stand, try not to spin the tyres, trying to find somewhere in between that. The heads up racing and just the whole group of people that we race with. We're just like one big family, I reckon.
It's been an evolution over the years, and I mean, we were talking about it the other day that I remember the old days of pro street shootouts that we used to have here, and sort of everyone was into that in the early days because we had nothing else, and then sort of radial racing sort of stemmed out of that, and then Scott and Justin sort of steps it up to the next level, but we bring a whole bunch of sponsors with us like yourself coming out of racing, and there's just something for everyone there. What was the reason that you, I suppose, chose the class that you did? Because you have swapped, you tried the small tyre, back on 275s?
Don't know really, I've just always been on 275s, yeah. I've actually never raced a car, or except for MPK last year, I'd never raced a car on slicks. I've always run radials for, I don't know, 20 years since I've been racing.
So let's take a little interjection here. So you're on a 275, you're doing pretty well in the Outlaw class, and then you try the 235. Just tell us during that thing, because 235 got a little shake up during that time.
That was just a Friday afternoon decision on the beers.
Yeah, that's normally good decisions then.
And an engine come up for sale, and we had the car sitting there and no engine, and I said, let's chuck this motor in and put 235s on it and see what it does. And yeah, didn't tell anyone, rocked up, and we almost took the record.
Yeah, well, isn't it funny that, I can't remember the last time we've ever pulled out a rule book, pulled out a set of scales, pulled out a capacity check, and asked anyone to pull their stuff down.
Yep.
Because the tyres are kind of our little equaliser, and you can have variety with parity,
yep.
and be able to just put that different tyre on it and try something different. And the 235 obviously worked well for you.
Yeah, it was just a bit more of a challenge as well, Yeah, seen guys going fast in it and thought, why not? We'll have a crack.
So when did it all start for you, mate, in drag racing?
Just a street car when I was 20, came up here. Just had a LC Tourana with a 253 stocko thing, and yeah, I just love racing anything really. I'll race the fast cars, the slow cars. I prefer to race the faster cars, but any form of drag racing, I just love it. It's great.
He sure does, and of course he's got an Outlaw 275 car going together. Tell us a little bit more about how that's going.
Yeah, I've got a 68 Camaro with a screw-blown Hemi, 5-speed, quick drive lock-up, so it should be pretty fun.
And the name, we're locked on the name, aren't we?
Yep, the Kraken.
The Kraken. So that's the other thing I love about this, is that if you want to come in with an identity, I mean, Burnout guys have done it for years with their license plates, as far as, when you see a car come up, sometimes it's what's on the plate. Of course, You're notorious with your Nitrous cars, but then this car to say, well, when the Kraken comes, it's on.
We're going to release the Kraken.
You're going to release the Kraken. I can see why. Again, Friday afternoon on the beers, 3 more pools that week that you just can't get, and that's it for you. Nitrous, why? I mean, you're going to go screw blow on Noonan.
Yep.
But what is it with the Nitrous that gets Nitrous guys so hooked on that?
I don't know. I think we're like the black sheep.
That's true.
Nobody's game to do it. I don't know. Like going down the track, seeing the flames. It's cool.
No, look, I tell you, he's back to back facing the tree, racing anyone. Our King of the Kids just recently, we didn't really back you too much. It was almost like you were this big underdog. Then you get through round one, which we thought, no, James is going to have you.
Yep.
But then you're up against Wade. And of course, that's even more unbackable.
Yep.
And you go 007 on the pro tree, mate. You were ready.
I had to go. I wasn't going to let him go easy.
No, well, you were there right there.
But he still had me by the 60 foot.
I tended to overlook that part.
Oh, what? That's the best view I've ever had of that car, though.
Yeah, it's a very good view, and I think Nelly then PB again after that on that combo.
We did, yeah. Yep.
So, looking to the future with the Kraken, looking forward to also we've got a bunch of other cars in the build, and this is the other thing that's so exciting is that we know you've been racing. You've made it clear now with your socials and everything like that you've got this other car getting built. But we know there's all these other cars, and we all know who they all are if you've been watching. We've got all these other cars coming. It's the ones that we know are also coming that gives us, this optimism to the future. It's like we are in a very rich vein of the sport, way outside what the mainstream expects of us.
Yep.
I think that's super exciting that we can look forward to it, like we do with every Kenda. I'll turn up at this Kenda going, wow, I've been waiting for this.
Yep.
But then you see the cars that turn up, and then you know the cars that haven't turned up, and you go, man, well, I've got to look forward to that.
Yep.
So when you turn up with your combo, it's like, you wait till the Kraken's here, plus all the other ones that we know are not yet done.
Yep.
But I suppose it just makes it easier to get up every morning and go back to work. No, you've got some unfinished business.
Yep.
I hear that you're pretty good at doing swimming pools, but you just can't get one. Is that right? Is that right?
I think 2035 is my next appointment.
In 2030, you just can't get one.
That's when I can come and give you a quote. Probably be 2040 by the time I can actually build it.
I kind of jokingly sold Simon as this exclusive pool builder, and now it's true. Once I started spreading it around that you just can't get one, people can't get one.
They all want one.
They all want one,
yeah.
But they can't get one. So, and you're saying to me yesterday, on a hot day, your phone's just melting because people go, it's too hot, I want a pool.
Yep.
That's true. So how many pools a year are we doing?
Close to 50, 40, try and do 40 to 50 a year, that's it. That's the limit.
Simon was trying to do 20, but now he's got a screw blow and Hemi, he's doing 40 to 50 to pay for the habit. If Simon did 3 pools a year and was happy running in 640 Rumble, he'd be doing 3 pools a year.
Yeah, pretty much.
But he's doing 55,000 pools a year because he's on the hook with screw blow and Hemis. Well, mate, that's been fantastic to talk to you, Simon. You've always been a great sponsor, lead from the front as a racer as well. And sometimes I think our best sponsors are racers because they get it, they're happy to put the money in and continue. And then, of course, even with you offering to cover the stream as well, it's like, well, live stream helps a lot with people that can't be here.
Yep.
Obviously, sometimes you think it's a deterrent for people not to come out, but just the amount of positivity that we receive through the streams of people watching, and I'm sure in the future I'll be saying hi to your mum and dad on the stream because they'll be watching you on the TV as well.
Oh yeah, they love it. Yep.
Yeah. So congratulations, you're one of our Kenda 660 Drag Radial heroes. Congratulations, Simon. Cheers. All right, thank you, Simon. We got a Mum City one more time. He's the new King of the Kids. This is Radio Racing Kenda style.